Good evening. Hello. How's everyone doing today? Today is day 3 of a series I'm doing. I'm going live for 14 days straight, which is leading into a 5-day challenge that I am going to be hosting November 14th. So I'm super excited about it, and I want to let you all know what's going on. And so I want to start with an introduction because I always forget to do the introduction, but to be honest, like my Facebook page has a lot of people that are either my friends and family that know me, and I don't need any introductions for them. But there are a lot of new people that follow me here on Facebook, as they do on other social media platforms. So it's only for you guys to get to know me more for my introduction. So hi everyone, I'm Stephanie Rao, and I am a former nurse. I worked for 10 years in the hospital and home care until I came home to be with my twin boys. And now I am a belly fat weight loss coach and certified personal trainer. And so I help busy moms over 30 lose 15 pounds and inches off their waist in 90 days without overwhelm, and without counting calories, and without giving up sweets, because we all love our sweets. I know I do, and I know my clients do. So it's something that I find a lot of joy in, is helping them enjoy their sweets while working on their weight loss journey. So hello everyone that is joining live. Hi Melissa. If you're joining live, feel free to say hello, because I like to say hello to people. I like to talk. I like to engage and get to know people. Thank you so much for the love, Janine. Thank you for joining live. Hi Doreen. So yeah, thank you everyone for joining live. And yes, let's have a conversation, okay? Because I put out a post today in several different groups asking the question, where do you think you gain the most weight? Is it the holidays, or is it during vacation? Now, this can be both. Very well can be both. And I was looking up averages, and some things that I've come to find is that the average for a vacation, now this is also dependent on how long your vacation is and how what are your eating habits before going into the vacation. Do you have access to a gym or activities? Are you doing a lot of activities? A vacation can very well be like a staycation where you stay home and you don't really do much, or maybe you do go somewhere, but you're not doing a lot of activities. So this is very dependent on what's going on per situation, per event. But the average was 5 pounds. And I've been victim of that because I've gone on several cruise ships, and on cruise ships, they have, unlimited food. It's all you can eat. And so when you're eating tons and tons of food, especially when there's no limits, you don't have to pay extra money. You already paid your vacation up front. You're just like, oh, I want to try this. I remember on a cruise ship, there was like duck and like lamb and all these different kinds of food. And I was like, I want one of everything. And so when it's coming from that standpoint where food is unlimited, maybe you're there for a long time, longer than a week, you just want to indulge. So that was the average I found for vacation. Now for the holidays, it's a little different because it's not like a specific one-time event. Now we're talking the holidays starting from like Halloween, which we just had, which just passed, to all the way to like the new year. Now there's stuff going on every month, right? So Halloween was October, November, now coming up we have Thanksgiving, right? And then December, Christmas, and then January, the very beginning, first or the night before, the 31st, is New Year's. What happens aside from maybe a formal dinner like we do at Thanksgiving? There's parties. Tons and tons and tons of parties, right? There's parties like office parties. If you go to a job, oftentimes there's office parties, or they might do something formal. I know my dad's job, they had like a formal dinner for the company workers with their spouses, and it was like a sit down dinner, and then what about like some people want to have like a Christmas wedding or something like that. Like there's always parties. Especially Christmas parties, New Year's parties. So it's like almost endless for these 4 months span where you're going to be surrounded by food. So the average I found was about 8 to 12 pounds in those 4 months, which is crazy, right? Now, granted, like I told you, there's a lot of things that are dependent on that. Are you going to all these parties? Are you hosting? Are you not hosting? Are you being more mindful? Are you exercising during in between all those things? Like there's a lot of factors that go into it. But let's just take it from the mindset of you're just not being that mindful about what you're eating because you just want to enjoy the holidays. Let's just face it. There's people that are like, I don't want to think about dieting. I don't want to think about working out. I just want to enjoy the holidays and that's it. And that's great. Like, let's enjoy the holidays. But there's a mindset. You're going to hear me say mindset about everything. But like, this is something that's very true. I'm not talking out of my bum here. There's a mindset behind that. Like the holidays is not just about eating food. Yes, we come together, we share food together, but it's about being with each other. Celebrating family and life. Celebrating, I didn't even say that word right. Celebrating. I had to use the R there. Just why these holidays are here. And it's so that we can enjoy each other's company. Why would we have parties if we don't enjoy each other's companies, right? So taking the mindset around like all this food, I just need to eat, and bringing it around like, I want to enjoy the atmosphere. I want to have a good time. I want to be surrounded by the people I love, my friends, and all that. So it all depends on how you go into it. How do you enjoy the holidays? So if you're watching live or even the replay, let me know in the comments below, how do you enjoy the holidays? What does it mean to you to be able to enjoy the holidays? Is it just indulging in food? Or is it being able to get together with family you haven't seen in a long time, or your friends that you haven't seen in a long time? Going out dancing, parties, it could be some dancing, playing games. I know my family, we like to play games a lot and just have like a group game, whether it's like categories, Pictionary. We like to play dominoes. That's a big thing for Puerto Rican families, is get around the table and do dominoes. But it's just a time of fun and laughter and just having joy. Can you guys say that you have joy around this time? Do you laugh and enjoy the time? See your grandkids growing up, your children growing up, seeing their faces light up. So I just want to reframe the fact that I just want to enjoy the holidays, reframe that and say, okay, what does that mean to you? Because it doesn't have to mean just binge eating and eating mindlessly and letting the weight come on and not caring so much about that. So why does this happen? Well, I have a couple of points here for you. So the first thing is, and I already mentioned it, lots of food. I know my Thanksgiving table and my family, because we are Hispanic, we have the traditional Thanksgiving food, right? And then we have the Spanish food. So we're going to have our mashed potatoes, our turkey and gravy, and all the other stuff, right? But we're going to have Spanish rice and beans and chicken, or pork shoulder, which we call pernil, and we marry the two. So there's like tons and tons of food, let me tell you, like to have leftovers for days. Like each family is taking home food because that's how much food there is. Christmas, the same thing. We kind of do a lot of the same thing. And New Year's, we kind of, instead of cooking everything, we order out food. Excuse me, I'm getting a little indigestion as I talk. So, and then we just had Halloween, which is not the same thing as far as dinners and parties, but there's candy. So you can get away, get overboard with that too, if you're not thinking a little more mindful around it. So lots of food, lots of parties, which I already mentioned. Our mindset going into it. What are our habits around food? Do you have a sweet tooth? Because I know I have a sweet tooth. And so having a sweet tooth is kind of hard because when I eat something sweet, I want more of it. I'm the kind of person that I would rather have more of sweets than have my meal. Like, I've been like that my whole life. And so for me, I had to kind of learn and work through that habit so that I'm not overeating or binge eating and getting into that kind of behavior around food. But some of us, deal with that. Some of us have those issues. And then here's another one. This one's like making an excuse to not really care during the holidays because, well, in the new year, I'll just worry about my weight in the new year, make a resolution. And so I'm not going to worry about it. If I put some weight on, I put some weight on, and in the new year, I'll just make a resolution. But it's not the best mindset to have, because even if you were to do that, why would you want to start from behind? Think about running a race and the finish line is your goal weight, let's just say. And where you started, was a certain amount of weight. And maybe you already started your weight loss journey. Okay. Maybe you already finished your weight loss journey, whatever it may be. And you're like, I don't care for these 4 months. You're going to push yourself back to rerun those miles that you did. I wouldn't want to do that in a race. So why would I want to do that with my life, with my body, and make it harder on myself, or set myself up for not wanting to do it? Because the more we are inconsistent with something, right? When we try to do it again and try to be consistent, it's that much harder to do. We don't have the motivation. We don't have the energy. We don't have the time. We just like, I can't do this. So don't set yourself up for failure at the beginning of here. We want to keep being consistent. Consistency is key. I cannot stress that enough. And we all know what happens with New Year's resolutions. What happens? A lot of the times, for a lot of people, it's just a wish or a hope, and it doesn't come to fruition. Is there anything that you said you were going to do at the beginning of 2022 that you can say today happened, that came to fruition? And anything. This doesn't have to be about weight. Anything. Like, I know that I've made multiple kind of resolutions, and it, I just didn't stick with it. I wasn't consistent. Many years ago, I had made the resolution to lose weight back then, and I joined a gym. I'm like, okay, I'm paying for a gym. I'm going to do it. And then I didn't go. I maybe went like the first couple weeks, and then like I told you, that motivation just dies when you aren't being consistent. I was like, whatever, I'm just going to cancel the membership. Or another one that I did was I wanted to read the entire Bible in the year. Like, I wanted to read it from front to back, the whole entire thing. And I didn't. So like, there's various different things that people make resolutions for, but then because we're not consistent, because we don't stay on track, and we miss a day, we miss a week, we miss a month, as those time goes by, we just can't get back to the beginning where we started. It makes it that much harder. So consistency is the game here that you got to play. I'm telling you, I am not lying. I've seen it in my own life. I've seen it in my clients' lives. I'm going to say hi real quickly. Hi, Ashley. Thanks for joining. Melissa, you said you like getting together with family. You don't want to go backward. Yes, definitely don't want to go backward. So the poll that I did in the various groups that I posted today, a lot of people said and agreed that the weight gain often happens during the holidays. And it makes sense because you have a longer span of time. You know, you're not going on vacation for 4 months, but you are going to multiple events and parties for 4 months. So go into the holidays with the right mindset, being mindful around eating and your own behaviors around food, but still enjoying it, and really writing down what does it mean for you to enjoy the holidays besides having the food that's going to be there. And there's ways to navigate around it, which is why I'm super excited about doing this challenge that's coming up on November 14th, which is why I am committed to coming on live here to you guys every single day so that I can bring you some tidbits of knowledge, give you some food for thought, and just really excite everybody for this challenge, because it's all about navigating through the holidays without putting on a single pound. Wouldn't that be lovely? Wouldn't that be lovely to go to every single event, to have your dinners and enjoy your food without putting on a pound, and really feeling comfortable, and for us women feeling sexy again in our clothes. I know that that was a huge thing for me once I did lose my weight, to actually fit in my clothes that I put away in the basement, never knowing when I was ever going to fit in those again. And it just felt great. I felt more confident, and I'm super happy. So that is my tidbit, my message for you guys today. Think about that. And if you are interested in the challenge, it is completely free. There's no obligation to buy. There's just value that I'm going to be bringing to the table for those 5 days. And I will be holding a Thanksgiving workshop after the challenge, which isn't free, but it's a small fee of $27. So once you sign up for the challenge, you'll see the sales page for the Thanksgiving workshop. And that is your opportunity to make some delicious traditional Thanksgiving meals along with me guiding you in a group setting on a Zoom call, where we're going to be making 5 different recipes where you can put away, because that's what I'm planning to do. I'm going to make them all, stash it away, freeze it, or to put it in my refrigerator so that it's ready for Thanksgiving Day. And it's going to be all done in a healthy, low-carb options available for you guys to do. So I'm super excited about that. Any questions, just let me know. Leave them in the comments below. And I will drop the link for you to sign up for the challenge. Again, it's completely free, no obligations to buy. Even in the workshop, no obligations to buy there. It's just an option for you. And that's it. So I hope you all have a fabulous night. I know I am going to be putting my kids to bed soon, and I will be back tomorrow for another live video. All right, everyone. Talk soon.